Welcome back. I really have just not been taking good care of myself lately, which includes not keeping up with this because I'm going through a lot of change. There's big life changes happening right now. I'm seem to be on more of a 3-year cycle. I used to be a 7-year cycle for change. So from say 18 or 17 to 24, I was in a certain era of life, and then at 24, a pretty big change happened. Life was shaken up. And then from 24 to about 31, another big life change. That's when I get divorced. And so I think it was up until that point that I was at 7-year changes. But now I'm definitely at 3. From, let's see, 2014 to 2017 was a major chunk of my life. And then from 2017 to 21, that was my me era. That was me feeling myself, getting my confidence. I loved that era. 17 to 21, fucking loved it. And then 21 was the last big change. When I left my 9 to 5, when I left a secure home environment and went traveling on the road. I started to have a shift last year, and it's all coming to fruition right now. And it's huge. And it's a lot. And I have not afforded myself time to process that before I jump into this next era, which is me moving in with a man at a seasonal job in the mountains. What? It's me packing up my shit, leaving a tenant on my property, and heading to a different state with some stranger that I made out with who sells things out of a tent. And lives in an RV in the desert. I'm going away with him to another state for a seasonal job. Hello?
What are you doing?
This is gonna be really fun because I couldn't have made this up myself, but I'm actually in the middle of recording my podcast
Oh boy.
right now, and I was talking about you.
Talking about me. Oh, me.
Yeah, and then the phone rang, and I thought, how perfect would this be to answer on speaker while recording? So this will be part of my podcast.
Oh boy.
Do you want to know what I was talking about?
Sure.
The part that I was describing, and I was kind of giggling to myself, is that I have 3 year I have 3 year eras in my life, like these past decade and a half, where big changes happen in every 3 years for me. It's like every 3 years I need to have change or somehow my life changes. So this is the 3 year mark. And I was describing that I'm leaving to another state with a stranger that I made out with. And then I started to go more in depth of like, I am leaving my home to go multiple states away to live with a man who sells things out of a tent and lives in an RV in the desert.
Saying
Pass.
I only have 3 years to be with
That's not at all what I'm saying. Because, in fact, as I was discussing the eras, I was thinking about some of the people that crossed multiple eras. And there were some people that were only there for that time. You've heard that poem, A Reason, a Season, or a Lifetime?
you. No.
So it's a poem or a saying or something that everybody is in your life for a reason, which is like a particular reason to help you get past a hurdle, to help you at that point in life, to be your friend. For a season, which is like an era, so through your teens or through your midlife crisis, or a lifetime, which is quite literally that. So some people have been in my life for multiple seasons. Even though I make the changes, they come with me. So that doesn't mean that you only have 3 years. Because if you only have 3 years, then I only have 3 years. Um, I'm going to get back to recording, but
Okay.
is there anything that you would like to say?
Just excited for our journey.
Me too.
Call me when you get done recording.
Okay. Love you.
Love you.
Bye. So that's a big change for me. I am going through menopause, which is something that I've talked about on a previous episode, or I'm postmenopausal. Huge change. I'm moving towards some different financial changes because I was in a very lucrative stage and now I've been in a very unlucrative era. So I'm working on coming back out of that. And I've kind of dropped some of, I wouldn't say drop, I've kind of distanced, I haven't kind of, I have distanced or started to distance myself from people in my life. And I don't know if that's me focusing on this new person, but I just want to be more direct with my time. I will sometimes find myself in 3 different text conversations and I don't like how I feel. That doesn't bring me joy to ignore the person in front of me in my face to respond to someone else. And yeah, it's easy for me to just put the phone down, but um, let's rewind for a little bit. How about when there weren't cell phones? Do some of you remember that? It was different when there were not cell phones. Time could be more focused. I think I'm going to be done with social media for a while. I think I have some thoughts about unplugging this summer. I really would love to document that because there's a lot of toxicity. Or if you have watched that episode of Braxton Family Values with TD Jakes when he says toxicity, that always sticks in my head. There's so much toxicity here. Uh, Probably no one listening to this will know that reference. But I am no spring chicken. I've been around for a little bit now, and I want to be more intentional with my time. I want to be more intentional with daily activities, my interactions. I want to limit the negativity that I unnecessarily allow. There's immediate things to be angry about. Um, than to be angry about some dumb thing that some stranger on the internet said, and they may not even exist. It's probably a bot account. Like that that wasn't a thing when I was younger. Um and I don't want to waste this time in my life on things that aren't important and won't matter. So there are just some people that I dearly love, but that I think I need to distance from because some of our ideas and beliefs have evolved in different directions. Uh, some of our joint interests have changed and we have less in common. Or if I just notice that neither of us is prioritizing any time. So I have a dear friend, well, was a dear friend for a short amount of time. And we hung out pretty frequently and enjoyed each other's company. And then both of our lives kind of started moving in different directions. Whereas now we don't see each other, and I have started to feel butthurt because everything that I've invited her to this winter, she has not come to. Anytime invite her to a social outing to meet more friends, she never shows. But then goes to events with other people. So there's an initial feeling of, oh, but I mean, that's fine because I do the same thing with people. I'm digressing, but I think you understand. I just need to kind of thin out and be more intentional. I want to spend more time on me. I want to spend time giving myself a pedicure and a manicure coloring, writing in my journal daily, reading. I started reading a book last night, and I haven't intentionally read in quite a few months, and it felt nice. I fell asleep a few times while reading, and then I woke up remembering where I was at in the story and picked up the book again. It was great. But when I give my time to all of these other things that don't matter, such as scrolling on social media, I don't want to do it anymore. So I'm not going to. It doesn't bring me joy. I'm going to focus on things that bring me joy, and I also want to focus on me. I don't have much more time on this earth, and I get it that I need to interact with other human beings, but can I enjoy my own human being for a while? Can I not feel guilty taking time to brush my hair or just sit in the hammock and look at the sky? I want to love on me. So I'm going to give a little less love to other people. Because I'm awesome. Yeah, not really where I wanted this to head, but I wanted to talk. This is a new era. It'll be different. Okay, thanks for listening. Bye-bye.